been meaning to do it for a month and got it running mouth and forgot. You're just leaning against the pole, kind of like.
Well, at least I was here this time.
Perfect.
Not working.
Oh, what's this for?
In-drain project.
Oh, okay.
Everybody's gonna have a wanted poster.
Oh, let's go.
Okay.
Are we fighting, Quinn? Let's fight.
If I know Daniel, he stopped at Dutch Bros.
He said he's on his way.
Yeah. So I was on his way like a while ago, dude. I'm on my way.
Well, if he's a
Dutch Bros, a while could be about 30 minutes to an hour.
I'm getting ready. I'll be over in a bit. That was 20 minutes ago. And he gets ready like a teenage girl.
Takes his time. Gotta be purry. Gotta be purry. Gotta do the purriness.
Which one's better, you or some people?
I would rate each one and see.
Bears melee weapons are hungry for shit pushing, and weapons are new fire. Oh yeah, one's down.
I don't know if it's still true because AP's been written 2 or 3 times now. But what was the most fun is AP was immune to flame.
Oh, and don't feel it, or it's one of the archetypes.
Yeah. But if you did pyrotechnics or some other flame attack on their weapons, they could still be able. There was a little cheese ball monster spell where you could.
Sorry.
If you know, if you were being a dick, you could hit the AP's sword and it was basically a flame blade.
You slipped?
Yes, he did.
Shit! Which is really not a nice thing to do to people. That's back, and flame blade was nastier then too.
Do they like break weapons back there?
Oh, it was ugly. It was shield breaking, armor breaking, weapon breaking.
Weapon breaking is crazy.
And back when we had a little spell called Plant Door, or Wall of Thorns, it would turn it into a fiery effect.
Oh dang.
Yeah.
How would that work?
So instead of a Wall of Thorns, you got a Wall of Flame.
Oh, okay.
And if a druid went into a Plant Door,
Oh.
instead of having to hit the tree 10 times to get them out, you just hit it with Flame Blade and it burned them to death.
Oh, dang.
So there was some real broken stuff. Oh, Archer itself at the time.
Archer was broken?
6-0 Archer. There was a reason why it was a 1 to 5.
Yeah, only one archer
Per fight.
but people on the field.
So what did they get that made them so effective?
Let's see. So we had the longbow effect. So basically, if I had the longbow, you actually had to have a bow, meeting certain limits. Every arrow I shot out of it was 7 points.
7 points of armor?
7 points
Could
period.
carry.
So if you were
Oh,
wearing,
so carried over.
yeah. So if you were wearing 6 points of armor and I hit you in the torso, you were dead.
Die. Oh my
I
god.
also had a penetration arrow that ignored everything.
It would just go straight through a shield.
Monk station.
Well, it would destroy the shield,
Oh, okay.
but it would ignore armor. You were dead.
And what about monks blocks?
That one was. That's when monks were more vicious against archers because the way you could block was you could break arrows essentially, and that's why the rules changed on that.
Dang.
You could swat arrows out of the air. But flame arrow.
You need like somebody to hold your
when I
pant leg
would
down.
use it,
Do want me to help you?
You had to tap your shield on the ground 5 times within 5 seconds to put it out, or it was destroyed.
So flame arrow is a thing.
It was ugly. There was another arrow. There was destruction arrow and penetration arrow. Destruction arrow would just blow all your armor off. Blue head.
But penetration is 7 points.
Oh, that was just.
Oh, we just went through it.
Yeah.
Shift that.
Because it was a 7-point arrow that ignored armor.
Yeah.
So, you know, even certain monsters that had natural armor,
It would just go through it.
it was ugly. And Archer could run around with a shield, not a large one, it had to be a small shield. So most of us were running with bucklers. We were wearing 4 points of armor.
Like a strap buckler.
Oh.
Yeah.
And then you would just like throw it on, or
I wore it all the time.
could you? You didn't.
Yeah,
have
I
to,
literally
oh,
strapped
because
it
it's
to
a
my
small.
foot.
You
Yeah.
should have it strapped. You
Yeah.
have to hold it.
And it was max for what I could carry.
Dang, that's pretty baller.
And the way I had it set up is if I had to put the bow down, I could grab both straps. It's now center punch.
Oh, okay.
It's, Archer was broken. It was broken.
I think you could still use shields as an archer, right? But it,
can.
you can.
You can.
But it's one of the archetypes.
Yeah, it's one of the archetypes. But when
I would rather go on the sniper archetype and just have like unlimited.
So
specialty.
sniper is fun, but you have to have a trash can full of arrows.
Yeah, yeah.
So
You had a trash can full of
Yes, I
arrows
did.
somewhere in the house. You still have a fucking trash bin full of arrows.
it's I used to run around with 5 dozen arrows, and
Did you have like multiple thing, or did you just carry around a safety?
I had a hit bag about that big that I could put 5 dozen arrows in. Just basically became
It was fun
artillery.
watching.
That sounds about right. That sounds good. Just watch it all.
It just wasn't fun being hit by them.
And
Yeah.
having a shoulder mount.
They were not kind arrows. I remember the first time I got hit by them, I was like, are you sure they
Oh, the old Avalon tack,
Yes.
the pink ones.
Excuse me.
Those were legal by the book, and they were the most accurate arrows you could get your hands on.
I was thinking of doing 3D printed arrows right now.
3D printing is good.
So what I was gonna do was I was gonna do a 3D printed cone on the back and have it stable, and then I would have a
Get the
metal
push up like
blunt,
that, and there's a
1/16 metal blunt with a screw, and then have that have another like 3D printed cap that has all of the foam glued on and covered, and then that screws into the cone.
Did you want to fight?
It would all follow the like measurement rules.
sure.
But that way, if I wanted to, I could unscrew the cone and then change the head, and then I could change the color like that. I wouldn't have to do any tape or anything. I could just unscrew and screw it on. And, it would be over there. And then it would still have the foam head like that, but it would have a cone for stabilization and then like an inch on top of the metal blunt.
I have a water bottle.
So it would be a metal blunt and then an additional plastic blunt over the top.
My fear is separation.
Thanks.
Yeah, from the screw.
I love you.
Well, the metal separating from the 3D printing.
Would be glued on. So like,
It's still, there's, because of heat and cold and the way metal and plastic work against each other, unless, like the glue that doesn't like permanently set or.
well, so it would be like, here's like the cone, and the cone would have a screw that's screwed to another piece over the top, and that would
Oh, yeah.
sandwich the metal.
But
to
yeah,
the plastic.
but my concern is anytime you got metal and plastic glued together, with drastic temperature changes, because metal will shrink a little bit, plastic will shrink more, and then it separates. That, you know, and even if you've got glue, that can happen.
Well, my idea would be
And you can
It
always
shouldn't have to
try
have
it.
Yeah.
glue. The glue would just be an addition.
Okay.
So like the way that it would be sandwiched between two plastics.
I'm trying to think,
The metal.
there is a glue, kind of like liquid hands, except it's a little more solid, that flexes.
But either way, try it.
I
It's
can.
an
I'll make.
idea and
So I've been trying to make a 3D print that will print.
Yeah.
And every single time that I try and print it, the supports get messed up. I can't get the screw to work right. So I've made like 3 models that have already just like not worked. So I'm trying to redesign it in a way that the printer will print it, and then it'll make
There
it.
was a
Yeah.
Facebook group, it wasn't Amherst Archers, but there was a Facebook group that was really pushing the 3D printing. I think they
Hey.
showed some patterns.
So there was. I'll look at that. I'll look at that. But I looked at some of the reprinted ones at GOK, and I didn't like it. I want to make it. I don't like it.
And that is not a bad thing, because you gotta work with what you feel comfortable with.
What's up?
Coin slot?
yourself a 3D printer,
Oh.
right? And then instead of trying to like put the coin into the top, make one that's got a slot where you just drop it
Yeah.
into the center. And then
Yeah,
you can just do
it
seal
would
that top
drop
side.
into the side, and then you could fill
Yeah,
the
put a
gap
little plug.
with like a silicone.
I think so.
And
This,
I like that idea better, because that's taking into account that they're going to expand and contract against each other.
so you mean like what for like the blunt?
Yeah.
No. So wait, hold on. This is what I mean by I don't have anything to draw. Essentially, what I'd be doing is it would be a cone,
Yeah.
then the metal blunt, and then there would be plastic that screws into plastic. You think that would work?
I think plastic screws and plastic, they tend to be a little funky, like plastic on plastic screwing mechanics, because when plastic gets that thin, it becomes brittle and your threads will break.
So it'd have to be like metal.
I mean, it would be preferable. I mean, you could definitely try it.
So what I was gonna do is
But my bigger fear is that every time your arrow shaft hits something right, your screws are gonna be right. They're gonna fucking
so
move
like
that,
Kind of flex.
and then eventually what'll happen is the actual ridge that you have for the screw is going to break.
Because even some of the best nylon screws I've seen,
well,
because they're
my
designed
plan
to
was to
wear.
have a cone that comes in this way, and it comes like so you
hello.
go onto the cone
Hey,
over
you
the
made it.
Yeah.
then you screw with a metal screw and a metal blunt.
I was just saying that.
Then over the cone over the top. Now the
Good try.
cone itself has the ability to screw in with another plastic piece over the top. That this
How are
plastic piece
ya?
would be pre-printed. And this piece would be
Are you talking like a
hard.
grinder screw, where it's like a super wide screw?
super wide screw that goes over the top. And
So
you
you're talking like
screw it
a
in.
jar lid.
Essentially, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it would be
They're all
exactly
very
that,
sad
but it would be
that you're not going to be in the
that might
picture.
it. I mean, that
no,
piece
there's
would, that piece that would screw in like a jar lid, exactly like a jar lid.
Okay.
Would screw in, and that would be,
one of my
have
coworkers
glued on
did.
into other pieces.
When you try it, what
I guess I
recommend
forgot
is
I
I
told
can
him that I
try.
would
when
get
you do your
this.
jar lid piece,
Okay.
throw an
And he asked me, he's like, "Oh, are you going back to
thicker plastic there, because if you don't, when you screw that jar lid piece in, it's gonna act like a drum, and eventually you're gonna get a crack in the center or the side of it.
Real life.
So I would add a reinforcement,
And
essentially
you've
like,
got a good pain.
Where's
Yeah.
it keep it from over tightening and underpainting
Yeah.
coming off of itself?
Okay.
Well, because
Using a tacky adhesive, not a permanent adhesive, but
Yeah.
using like a tacky adhesive, where it just makes it stick.
yeah.
Yeah, like
So,
a,
So, like this
The other
was
thing
shot,
was-
screws aren't like that.
yeah, exactly.
So,
So,
so
the metal
with
blunt would be
my
right here,
knee,
and
I'm
this
trying
would
not to
screw
overwork
over
it.
into the cone.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is, I would
working
add,
at the maze
And
would
it would
overwork it.
sandwich
Oh, yeah.
the metal.
I would add a
Definitely.
reinforcement here.
You're
Okay.
And the reason
constantly
is
walking.
because during
Yeah, and I'm already doing that.
and eventually it'll crack right here, especially
Okay.
if
But
I
that
don't think it
should,
would be.
So I would add
that
a
part
truss.
right there should be sandwiched on a
Are you sure
metal.
that's it?
Well, so far.
Yeah, over time it'll still,
It'll still drum under impact.
Okay.
because you're gonna get, like, you'd be surprised if you watch these arrows in slow motion. They end up under a pretty tremendous amount of force. Thank you.
Yeah, I'll have to look into
When I'm
it. Doing like
looking for a home,
extra
and
reinforcement.
The
they
German
send me a
idea
fucking
makes sense.
card
That's what my idea was from the beginning, but I had a very
to
difficult
buy.
time communicating.
So,
The whole
so yeah, I would
I
add.
like
And
that the
apartment
best
from
I
because
would-
the metal, I don't like
Yes.
spraying plastic.
That's,
They scare me.
That's
I
a
would
good
not want to
investment.
trust
People love
being
having
shot with
places to
only
live.
plastic.
Yeah.
I want that.
What I
Me
would do
too.
is,
Not real sure
I would do an archer.
what I'm gonna do with 12 beds,
On the inside of the lid.
8
Yeah, on the inside of the lid
bathrooms,
where it's gonna screw onto the
slash
piece right?
4.
I would do a
Yeah.
What, like
So
an
at least 2 of
Yeah,
them
so
have
like
2
have it
beds.
get a little thicker at the
You know,
corners.
you could have
and
one.
have it thin out in the center.
You have one
Is that what's
for.
gonna crack that?
So
Everybody.
Yes, one for you
additional
and Robert.
arch that
You
you're
know,
adding
one for
is gonna
one
help
for Dane,
absorb
one
that
for
drumming
one for
impact
James.
Yep.
If
without
he feels
putting
like
a whole
coming
bunch of
over and
weight
staying
in the
this
center of the head
weekend.
of
Don't
your
put it on
One
the
for
side.
Josh.
I could just move everybody
One for the-
into the house, into the apartment
On the
complex.
end-
Hey
yeah,
guys,
side of the
free
room.
rent.
We'll keep
Yeah.
Get in.
the metal
Right.
for cutting the plastic too.
All you gotta
Is
do
that something
is
else you gotta
pay
think
your
about?
electric,
It'll help.
water, and
It'll give
whatever.
it more
right?
structure. Also, arches
All
are
you
just
got.
a
All you
long,
need.
like shape, and so when it hits, it's
If
gonna
I
be
could
able to.
afford
Because you want it
that.
to flex a little bit,
Right?
Because if it's straight rigid, it's just gonna crack and shatter like a
I
glass
have
pane,
exactly
right?
what I want. All
And
my
that arch will
kids
let
in
you
the same
flex in
place.
a little bit, and then give back without worrying about it shattering across
Bigger
the
fuck
face.
off house.
And
A
over
bigger fuck
time,
off
the
house
only
where I've got a house
the only
where
stress
it's
point you'll probably run
just
into
crafting.
is the parts where you
A
put that
house
ridge in,
for
right?
each of my
We're gonna,
children
that
to
ridge is
live
gonna start
in.
to fold.
We'll be like, hey guys, you want to take a tour of my shed? It's another house.
Yeah,
Well, I
that
feel like
would
when
work.
some metal dig into it,
That's why you've got the bigger end on the
So much
outside.
fun.
So essentially that,
When
where
you
that
put
arch
it
will
that
be, right?
way, it's so
You'll
much
start to see
more
that it's kind
fun.
of-
All the ground floors are just
metal.
crafting work.
Yeah, so it's gonna start to
Upper
fold itself
floors are where everybody
on the
lives.
arch. And you can fix that by just taking it off and taking heat, take a heat source and just.
Or over time,
Talk to you about this
unscrew it, train
That's
that.
like
crazy complex
Yeah, that's true.
this guy-
That's,
Yeah.
so that was the main
But you could
thing
save
I
yourself some
really
plastic by
liked.
just
Start time.
You can
heat it up with
I
like
love it and
a,
hate it all
like a
at the
stringing
same
iron or something like
time.
that, or
I
like
have like
You
a.
have 36 credits in
fine.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would work too. And you just
Just be careful with the amount.
It
Yeah,
is. It is interesting.
So my idea with this was
Robert
it's
has
really
a
easy to
similar
change
thing.
heads and
Yeah.
replace phones,
Only his
replace
is for
everything.
camping, period.
Because all I need to do
Oh,
is
yeah, I
small,
guess.
like 1
I'm like,
centimeter
Yeah,
long.
if
If
long,
we're
like,
going to do
Yeah, I think
something
so.
like
I think it
that,
should be
what I
fun.
want
Lean
is
up
a
against the
red
pole like you're Billy the Kid.
setup.
I don't
Well, that's right.
oppose that.
No, I would love to just buy a big old property and put a bunch of trailers
But I
out.
was, yeah, so like the idea would be that the
like
head,
that.
you could just
Yeah,
replace
that
those.
is right.
Yeah.
So I could make like
What-
6 heads
what
with
I
different
wanna
colors,
do
whatever, and I could just screw them
It's
onto my
similar to
12
like
arrows.
ones,
And
but
then
I
I
want
could just change
permanent
If I want to play
structures.
Druid Archer, then I just put all
Where-
orange heads on. So it's just traditional.
I don't
Or I want to play
I've
Sniper.
never been to
change it
Arizona.
to whatever I want. So I can have a bunch of
They
heads,
have
put them on, and I don't have to
the
take
Ren Fair
Yes,
itself.
sir,
Say the home starts going down. I just put my own brand new head or
All
I
of
make
the
a new
places,
I just make
every
a
store gives you permanent.
So that's
It's
what
not
my
a-
thought was.
Mostly I just like,
You don't
like I
throw
said,
up
you
a
don't want a
pavilion
flat face.
there.
It'll end up cracking
You
like
just
glass piece.
overtake it for that period of time.
And
Although
you know what
yeah,
you
that's
could
not there.
do?
I've not seen it.
You could do.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
If
I've
you
never
ever
seen
get a chance to
that.
go out to Arizona in
Printed with a certain
she told me about it. She's like,
Oh,
I
so
wanna
like,
say it's in
yeah, so
February.
essentially like
ooh, that'll be interesting.
Robert,
Printing.
Arizona Ren Fair is in February,
like exactly like this one.
March?
so essentially
Yeah, I think
Like how that one has a circle.
Okay.
I want to say late February, early March.
So right around that time frame.
But
I want to put up a bunch of different
back there,
Ask
Arizona for sure.
Morgan about it. He should be able to tell you. I'm sure he's been there.
got circle out. Yeah.
Color I'm not wearing.
Double up this line to make it a little thicker, and then you don't have to worry about.
I know I don't have to worry about that, but at the same time.
Yeah, so
It's
essentially
kind
the
of
foam
shitty
would
to
just
show
be
up
able to
and
flex into
get
the space
real
and then
credit
back
for
up.
not even bothering to
Okay, okay.
So that would
We ended up just chatting for
that would
5
take
minutes.
away your stress issue.
And the
I
funny
was a little
thing
worried at
is
the start of
it's
the
not,
meeting, but
Becomes the concern.
It's not that I can't get dressed because I have garb in the car. I
He's
just
drinking for a while.
I almost didn't come out today.
That would be your only.
Do you think 170 is
Not feeling it. but-
Yeah, it would probably need to be a
I've got a headache at
fairly
this
thick.
point. Yeah.
I had a terrible headache earlier this week. It was just
That would probably
awful
work.
because
Pressure changes right now
Yeah, so that way,
are screwing
that way
my
the plastic
brain.
isn't absorbing.
And it's like, I've got a headache from here all the way around to here.
And like, you're gonna have to
That
replace
pushes
foam anyway,
forward
and the
to
only
my
thing you would really have a concern
frontal
about is that
lobe.
eventually
And I'm
the
like,
edges of the foam where it's making contact with that head breaking.
So honestly, that might work because then what I could do is I could get the foam
and then I've been driving on top of that, so I'm like,
But what I could do is take this plastic and then I could have the foam and then glue it over the top and cover all the way across into it. Where
Nice,
that's
nice concrete.
And then
Yeah.
this part would be, I don't know,
That's good.
I don't know if
Shitty
the glue
concrete
would
is.
work.
I mean, if you use DAP.
yeah, my shack has concrete in
That's
front
just
of
the
it
foam
now.
glued directly on
Yeah.
it.
And it got covered.
I mean, for
I think
a
they
lot of
should have
ones,
expanded that porch
what
out
you
a
could do
little
is you could
bit.
do
I think they were limited based off the size of the pieces that they had. for
add
the
a
green
zip
silo.
around this edge
Mhm.
that your foam sits
Sits in.
But yeah.
and
And then you
They
glue the
built
foam.
it.
and then it would have 3 points of contact instead
Yeah.
of
Dude, he's done some.
I still don't know how you would wrap the top of it.
I mean,
I would
even
just-
during the course of
what I would do
like,
is I would
the
just make
season
this
last
line.
year, I was
So you
impressed.
pull
I was
cover
like,
here and then you just put a strip of tape.
this is
Oh,
apparently.
yeah.
I didn't know
Okay,
this
okay.
was a skill, but you.
And then you have the glue.
I got you, I
You have
got
the
you.
glue, the cover, or you have the glue, the tape, and
And there's
the
concrete on
sitting mechanic to hold it in place.
Yeah, you're right, you're right. Okay. I see. I see where you're at. Okay, yeah, that'll work good.
Oh yeah.
And it'll save you a fuck ton of gas.
Like a ton of time.
By the
Because I already wasted like
playground.
like the last day.
Sometimes when you have a weak area, the best thing you can do is just
Yeah.
get rid of it.
little concrete nuts on flat.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
second idea.
But it would make this way easy to make. Honestly, I could sell heads.
The lid for
and
your water
anyone
bottle
that
is
buys the
toast.
shaft.
Sorry.
Sell you head for like 90.
So, do it like that, but cut the full circle out of it. And then add a little bit of the lip going back this way. And then do a thicker inner
This is
wall.
just a donation.
That way we don't,
My
you don't have to worry
tickets.
about the drum force, it's just the foam.
It just goes into the
foam would just flex
Do you
through
want to buy
it,
2 raffle
right?
tickets?
And are you still, my dumb question on metal, with the metal block that goes in, are you screwing that in?
Yeah,
Well, for you?
It would be
Yeah.
like the exact same as those ones, where it's just a washer with a screw onto
Essentially,
it. I do
What I would
the
do is
washer
I
with the
would throw
screw
little
because I trust that way more than any other plastic one.
Guys, I went crazy yesterday. When we were doing big ones, if you were maintaining your equipment, I still trust that.
oh yeah. Well, it's crazy to me that people are like the pennies are gonna fail. It's like not before the foam does.
The foam always fails before the foam. Now, I will say this, if you don't maintain your equipment, you get some very deformed pennies.
So essentially instead of having to worry about the plastic flexing like that, the foam would just go
Yeah, it actually goes. Oh yeah, you're right.
without any issue. And then, like I said, if you add a little lip here, so the foam has a nice little sitting area.
Yeah, that's
for it to
that's
get
it.
glued in.
So, back when I first bought
Do you think if it has the lip, it'll still be fine if it flexes out like that?
Oh, yeah.
So what I would do is I would.
It would
print
only be like a 2 millimeters.
I would print it out of teal.
I was gonna do the same.
Do that. If we're like outside of our